It's time for the Royal Ramble with your host, Mikey O'Shea, Sean Black, and the inimitable Azriel. Take it away.
1 second in, we already botched this shit.
That's not it.
Welcome to the Royal Ramble. I am Mikey O'Shea. This right here is...
That's not an introduction. Let me introduce myself. I am the King of Sting, the Count of Monte Fisto. I am the real deal, the Ferris wheel, and the tilt-a-whirl. And Othello, I want you, boy. It's going to be the reverse of Rocky and Apollo Credo. You're going to leave a mess in your Speedo. And I'm going to be the new OCCW champion-o. And I am accompanied by Salt and Pepper. Sean Black over there looked like he living life without fear because he got about 5 carats there in his baby girl's ear. Look at them. No, look at that shiny. Amped Up must be doing very well, Sean Black. How's life been treating you?
And ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Sean Black.
What's good, y'all? Mr. Hot Stevie Relations. I'm sorry, my voice is under the weather, but next time I'll sing it better. What's good?
My first question to you, gentlemen, is your opinions on the return of Daniel Bryan and how WWE has presented that. He got attacked by Sami Zayn and
Kevin
Owens. Let me ask you first, Sean Black. What is your opinion? Do you think it's a good thing that Daniel Bryan is coming back, both for the WWE and for Daniel Bryan?
I think it's a good thing just for wrestling in general, for the fans, for especially independent talent. We studied him. You had to watch some of Daniel Bryan's stuff. He's just one of those guys. And for the WWE, because this will be really great for SmackDown. And it's really good for WrestleMania season. So I'm all for it. We'll see what boy Mikey has to say.
I'm very happy about Daniel Bryan being back in WWE. But I don't know how long it's going to last considering the beatdown he took from Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. But we are less than 3 weeks away from WrestleMania. So it looks like the match we're gonna see might be between those three or 2-on-1, whatever that's gonna work out. Danny,
my vote is a no. You know what I can do that Daniel Bryan can't do? Turn my neck side to side without pain, baby. You are risking your life, fool man. You have been driven into the ground like a railroad spike time and time again. He only about 5'6", 5'7" at this point. He used to be about 6 feet, but he's been driven his full head. You're going to do that ridiculous headbutt, and your neck going to explode all over the place, and that's going to be the end of that goat. No, that dream has died.
We were just watching the clips not too long ago, and those drop kicks he did to Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn, he's already fallen on his head like Austin Aries does with his missile dropkick. So, God bless the guy. I hope he does well, man. But, see what happens next week when they find out what's going to happen between him and Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens at WrestleMania.
Just got to play it safe. Head and neck injuries are no joke. They've been taken way more serious these days, especially with the cracking down on the NFL. Same with WWE. But even just wrestlers in general, play it safe with the head and the neck. Take good care of yourself.
Yeah, look at that. Look at what I can do. Look how strong my neck is, boy.
I like to make a special. I like to give a special shout out to Mark Henry for being inducted into the Hall of Fame of 2018. This gentleman has been I had the pleasure to meet this guy a bunch of times in the past, and he is straight up one of the most genuine human beings you could ever meet in the professional wrestling. So I'm very happy to see that guy be inducted into the Hall of Fame this year.
Okay.
Black History Month was February. Why is Mark Henry being honored in this month already? It was a long time ago. Let it go.
Okay. So I imagine you guys are equally enthusiastic about Kid Rock making it into the Hall of Fame. Is that right?
I was all good till he started being a Trump supporter and saying some crazy stuff. But, it's WWE's decision. I personally don't see why. That celebrity wing sometimes, I'm glad they call it the celebrity wing because sometimes they just wing it. For what?
Dude, if Drew Carey can make it to the Hall of Fame, I don't see why Kid Rock couldn't, man. Unlike Drew Carey, I actually enjoy some of Kid Rock's songs they used in the past.
You don't like any of Drew Carey's songs?
Besides his intro to Drew Carey Show?
Yeah.
No.
I don't know of any other Drew Carey songs. That's why I asked.
I'm talking about his importance of WWE compared to Kid Rock's importance of WWE.
Okay, let's go over that for those of us who may have missed that. What rationale is there for putting Kid Rock over as a WWE Hall of Famer? What exactly did he contribute?
He did a live performance at WrestleMania 25.
Right.
They used his music a lot back in 2001, 2002-ish.
Oh, the American Badass one?
Oh, and even like the Attitude Era, Ba with the Ba.
Can you repeat that?
Ba with the Ba.
It can't all be imagined by the Beatles, baby. Ball with the ball, the bang, diddy, oh, the
I used to
diddy,
like
oh,
this
the diddy, a deep dong away. And this is for the questions that don't have any answers. The midnight dancers and the topless dancers. And all the free, all dark, the speakers, the G's with the 40s and the chicks with beepers. I bump that song every day, baby. Yeah.
Get some beatbox.
Yeah, he's the best artist of
good.
all time, next to Ted Nugent. Play Freebird.
You know what I was gonna say before this masterpiece we just had? I was gonna say it would be cool if WWE, when it comes to celebrities, the celebrities that actually come to support, not just one-off appearances to get the check. Right. And who I think should go on the Celebrity Week, like Mr. T was a good one. He played a good part in the '80s. He repped WWE everywhere. I think would have been a good one was Michael Clark Duncan, because he never made even when he came, he never made sure the cameras was on him sometimes. He would literally come to like every time they were in LA.
Dude, when I finally got into when I finally fell in love with wrestling, I finally went to my first ever Raw's War show. The night Rikishi admitted he ran over Stone Cold, he was there. He was you know how sometimes they like to point the camera at special appearances. He was there at Arrowhead Pond of Anaheim.
Yeah, he was like legitimately a wrestling
every time,
fan.
yeah.
And he was Kingpin and Balrog from Street Fighter.
Oh, that's right, Balrog. That's right. He was Kingpin. That's right. From Daredevil, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Did they put Donald Trump in the Hall of Fame yet for the WWE?
They did.
Should be this year. Yeah, he is already.
Dude, when he was like going to be elected to be president, like people were already like petitioning him to get removed from the Hall of Fame.
It's not. It's him and the future senator from Michigan, baby, playing American Badass.
Okay, that said, what do you think about the lineup for WrestleMania as we know it right now? Can we run down that real quick?
2-minute Japanese people. I'll tell you that much right off the beginning.
We're going to have a New Japan Pro Wrestling rematch between AJ Styles. Are you okay?
Oh yeah, my nose. Yeah.
I know, man.
Why don't you give him that napkin?
There you go.
There you go.
He's gonna wipe his nose with the notes?
Which, by the way, before we continue on with this presentation has been brought to you by Tees No Evil. Live, die, live. Just make sure you wear one of them T-shirts. We're going to have a rematch between AJ Styles and Shinsuke Nakamura. Round 2. This time it's going to be in a WWE ring for the WWE title. Last time they went one-on-one, it was actually a New Japan Wrestle Kingdom in 2016. And it was for the Intercontinental title of New Japan. It was something called that. I don't think it was called Intercontinental title, but it was like an
international, a second tier title,
something like that. Yeah.
Now in the pantheon of great WrestleMania matches, Steamboat and Randy Savage, matches like that. Where do you think this match will rank? If you think it'll rank among those, do you think it'll make one of the? It'll crack.
I
the
think
top
it'll
five?
be like what CM Punk and Chris Jericho was to WrestleMania 28 to. Chris Benoit to Kurt Angle to WrestleMania 17. Just back and forth, not slobber knock, back and forth strong style wrestling, pretty much, of the cats of today.
I'm just glad they're having their first match that matters. If it doesn't happen in the United States of America, it really doesn't happen. I'm going to enjoy watching these two newcomers to the game of wrestling ply their trade right before, crafty veteran John Cena and The Undertaker.
Well, what I'm saying is, is that good?
No, flip that thing down so the table doesn't keep rolling away from you.
Okay.
Yeah, hit the brakes on this thing.
That's on the one nearest.
Hold on.
Experiencing technical difficulties, ladies and gentlemen.
All right, there we go. Go ahead, Sean.
I think doubling back. I think that this is honestly one of the biggest. I think this is one of the biggest fan-driven WrestleManias ever. That the WWE is finally listening to what the fans have to say. Every WrestleMania had like one or two matches, But looking at this card, it's everything that the people wanted.
This card is actually really stacked. They're gonna have a
Yeah.
lot. They're gonna definitely have a lot of pre-show matches.
Yeah.
I don't like. I was actually I thought they were gonna do a Sasha Banks versus Bailey match, but it looks like they're trying to just promote the women's battle royal. I was hoping for those two to actually have a one-on-one match because these two are going at it as like Bryan Danielson and CM Punk back in the day, Shawn Michaels, Bret Hart, but it's women. But you know, we got Asuka and Charlotte Flair for the SmackDown's women's title, so I'm looking forward to that one. And then you got Alexa Bliss taking on Nia Jax for the Raw women's title. I just love the fact that there's a lot more women legit matches compared to the Divas match, time for a piss break.
Yeah, I agree.
And they always back in the day, they would always put their match right before the main event. So they'll have like a big match. The third to last match will be a big match. Like normally it's like The Undertaker versus so-and-so. Right. And then like right before it, okay, women's match. Let's go get a hot dog. Let's go get a drink.
Kind of like an informal intermission.
No, but the women matches these days have been fantastic. Like women's wrestling has not been as popular as it is today.
I miss the pillow fighting. When are they gonna have the pillow fighting? Where is the jello? Where is the mud? I don't know how to respond to these matches with them doing holds and maneuvers back and forth. When I was watching the Battle Royal, I've never seen that many angry women at the same place at the same time since I was been serving papers about something or other. You know what I mean? Getting your shoe thrown at me and whatnot.
Well,
Go have dinner with your other one.
If you want to watch those matches, they have them a lot of customs now.
Or the WWE Network for $9.99 a month.
No, WWE.
I'm not talking about WWE. I'm talking about like independent women wrestling in particular. If you want to watch that kind of crap, you can go to Customs.
Final thoughts on WrestleMania. Final thoughts on WrestleMania, Sean Black.
Well, like I said, this is the fans' one, and the people have spoken, and this should be good. Hopefully, they can condense it a little bit, because man, WrestleMania these last few years have been long. Like literally, I feel it's not because of the action. I forgot which one, but I was over. I watched it when the UEW Arena showed it, and I fell asleep for like 30 minutes, and it was still going. And I literally woke up like refreshed. And I'm like, oh, the show's still going.
You an old man, Azrael, stay up all night long partying. This year's in Louisiana, am I correct? We're going to be drunk as the devil by about, match number 2.
And Mikey O'Shea, your final thoughts on WrestleMania.
Looking forward to it, man.
Okay.
That's all good. What else is there to say?
Fair
We'll
enough.
go over the match next week and actually have the stuff on the the green screen and actually discuss it more.
If I throw Mardi Gras beads at the Battle Royal, will they do stuff?
Okay.
You know what I mean? Show them.
Sean Black, before we say goodbye to you, can you tell us a little bit about Amped Up and what's next for Amped Up Wrestling?
Oh, yes. So we just got some amazing news. Y'all hear it first on the podcast. I started on it last week. April, we're going to have 2 shows in April. April 20th, we are doing the memorial for Mr. Impact, Michael Curse. He was a SoCal wrestler. Good dude. He had a little temper, but all in all, he provided us with NGW, another outlet, places. He gave us a lot of guys places to wrestle.
He did.
A lot of guys who were really, really looking to crack in, over time. 2000 social media from 2010 to 18 was, it's progressed. And so now a lot of guys are available, but he was one of those guys who's looked out for a lot of people. So
I'm gonna say this. I mean, just didn't mean to interrupt you. Sorry.
I'll go for it.
The one thing the one show, because I wrestled for his company back in the day, NGW. Yeah. The one show. NGW. I forgot what the.
I don't think he ever said what it stand. What it stand.
My guess was New Generation Wrestling.
Yeah.
Because we had a bunch of New Generation talent.
Yeah.
He did in 2011, he did 3 shows in winter in his backyard. He had a big, huge backyard with a legit ring, and the garage was the locker room. Yeah. But the best one was, I think it was January 2012. He did an ECW-themed show, and everyone dressed up in different ECW characters. You took on Jesse Nahara as New Jack.
I was New Jack.
I forgot who Jesse was. Do you remember what Jesse was?
I think he was he Sandman or?
I don't think so. I don't know.
Oh, okay.
I think he actually was just himself as a security guard or something like that. But yeah, they actually kept that song on the entire, because I was in the garage, so I couldn't watch this. But I heard the entire, they kept on playing the New Jack song like New Jack does. But I kept on hearing you and him screaming at each other, crashing and throwing shit at each other. It was just fun to listen to while we were going over our matches and shit like that. But yeah, that was one of my biggest memories I always loved about
in his backyard, always
Mr.
sold
Impact.
out.
So what you guys saying is you guys used to be backyard wrestlers?
Like, he had
Legit.
a show there
Legit.
until he was looking for.
I get you.
Yeah, your actual building, and he got one eventually. But yeah, we gonna. It's a donation show, no cost. He had about I think a couple kids. So if you guys can,
What's the date on that?
that is April 20th. It will be at 132 East Florence at the Lucha Pro Arena. A lot of well-known lucha. That's on a Friday.
What time?
It'll be around 8. Because, you know, lucha time. But yeah, it's a donation show, no cost. Please, everybody. He had a lot of kids.
Proceeds of the show will go to the
goes
family
his
of Mr.
family.
Impact.
We got a lot of wrestlers on the card. A whole lot of wrestlers. I think Azrael said he's going to join in with his crazy self. We got Othello, Corey Jackson. We got the heavy hitters. We got the Black Knights reuniting one night only.
Sam Knight is coming back?
Huh?
Sam Knight's coming back for one night?
Sam Knight's going to come.
Dude!
Yeah. So I'm sorry. So yeah, it's going to be fun.
Next show, April 28th.
Yeah, April 28th. Collaboration. Thank you for Mr. Impact. Thank you for John De La O. Amped Up in the OC, De La O Jiu-Jitsu. That will be at 6 o'clock. Doors open at 5:30. 6 amazing matches. And the OCC collaboration, the OCCW title will be defended on the show. That is at the De La O
That is
Jiu-Jitsu.
to determine who's going to walk out as the champion this
Yeah.
Saturday. But are we going to get a flyer soon? That way we can actually
Yeah,
put
we're
it on
going to get the
green
flyers going. Yeah, but I want to get everybody upset. We got people going. I'm out of here.
screen. Thanks, Sean.
Hey,
So-
Sean, get well. I hope that voice heals up real soon,
Oh, yeah,
and
hold
we'll
on.
have you back maybe next week.
Oh, yeah, no doubt. Oh, I took the mic with me. Yeah.
You be ready. He's stealing things. He's trying to steal our microphone. Check his pants.
Now you can check his pants. Okay, at this time, gentlemen, we have guests. Down in San Diego, there's a new style and a new organization, a new fed, for lack of a better term, that I've had the pleasure of watching the shows and actually meeting some of the wrestlers on there. The name of the show is Super Awesome Showdown. And to give us a little more information about Super Awesome Showdown in San Diego, I'd like to welcome some of the wrestlers, led in by Hilda.
Engineer, that photo right there. There you go. Yeah, go ahead and put that up in the background if you can, sir. Hey, welcome. Good to see you.
Not even gonna pull my chair out for me. What a lady you are.
It's a stool.
It's stool.
A stool.
You baby loser.
Don't call me a
You
stool.
you use
Don't
eyes
call
to
me a
look at
stool.
stool. Okay, I am here the Wurtzfan and I am co-champion at Super Awesome Showdown. Why don't you tell them who you are?
I am the black hole bounty hunter Orbo, and you're just lucky there's not a bounty on you yet, little lady. Otherwise, that championship would be mine. That Quasar Codex would be mine.
Okay.
Okay, don't let me get in the middle of your quarrel there. But what can you tell us? Please introduce yourselves and tell us a little bit about Super Awesome Showdown.
Okay, I'm introducing. I'm Hilda. I'm Hilda Wurtzfan. I am from New York City. Okay, that's why I have a thick accent. Super Awesome Showdown. It has been it has been in the galaxy for thousands of years. But actually only 5 years here on Earth, okay? So for 5 years, we are entertaining, we are doing the things. It is very entertaining in all parts of the galaxy. It is similar to what you are calling here pro wrestling.
Wrestling.
It's similar. It is similar. Yeah.
Just like I said earlier, I'm Orbo, the black hole bounty hunter. I come from the intergalactic space lanes. I'm the terror around those parts. Maybe you don't know me here on your little mudball planet Earth, you little earthling.
Hey, I am from America, the greatest country in the entire universe where we believe in freedom. Do you have any oil on any of these planets that you're from? You might get some freedom too, Hilda.
Oh, yeah, there are many things. One of the things we are always fighting for the quasar crystals. And as the winner, the co-champion, I am the bearer of the quasar codex, and I'm very powerful.
You've only known about the crystals for 5 years. I grew up on the planets. I know about their power, the power of time, the power of energy, even powers beyond comprehension of science and mere mortal man. And just because you hold the codex now, just because you seemingly have all the power, that doesn't mean things are going on in the background. You might be losing it soon, little lady, I'll tell you that.
Never. I am not a loser. I'm not losing.
Forgive me. What is the Codex?
It is similar to what you might call a championship belt.
There we go.
That makes sense.
That makes sense.
That makes sense to me.
Yes.
But it lights up and it is very powerful.
Can it do anything? Can I buy it?
Yes.
Like Bitcoin? Is it worthless? Does it have value?
It is very powerful. It is very powerful.
Quasar crystals.
The quasar crystals are very powerful.
And you are the co-champion.
Yes, I am co-champion because I got roped into a little rope match, a Kalekian coil match, where it was actually a Kalekian marriage ritual. So
this is
I
like
am
Earth.
now I have a wifey.
So it's a lady,
you have a
the other
wifey.
half.
He
that-
he is man, but because he lost, he is wifey.
Hey, it's
So
like American
when
relationship.
He lost. He went from being a man, transforming into a woman, Mortal Kombat style.
I can identify as whatever I want, O'Shea. Live in 2018.
Yes, I am not judging. I am not identifying. But he is wifey. I am husband, and I am co-champion.
So which one of you makes the sandwich?
Handle your marriage problems on your own time, little lady. Super awesome showdown. It's placed right here on Earth, and it centers around the battle grid. It draws competitors out from around the galaxy for both entertainment purposes of Earthlings and alien life forms. But there's something going on. There's a power building. It's collecting. People say I'm crazy. These other competitors in Super Awesome Showdown think that they're just fighting for this codex, but I tell you, a power's collecting. Energy's coming, and that battle grid is what's responsible for it.
No, you are not taking my championship. You are crazy.
You know when you guys are gonna duke it out again?
April 21st is Chrono Chaos.
And where's this gonna be?
The Tango del Rey in San Diego.
I actually had the opportunity to take in a Super Awesome Showdown evening at the Tango. Is it the Tango
Del Rey.
Del Rey in San Diego? I got to tell you, as owner and operator of Orange County Championship Wrestling, I was licking my chops at this place. This place was amazing. This is the perfect wrestling venue for an indie wrestling show, which is what we call it here on Earth.
Oh,
Right?
right.
Sorry. That's
Yeah.
what we call it here on Earth. But it was. I would never ever. I don't go to other people's shows very often. But this was the experience across the board as a fan, as someone who's kind of smart to the business. It was just. I highly recommend it to everybody.
And Hilda, would you say that you want to be the very best? Like no one ever was. If you teach me, will I teach you?
I am being best. I am doing the things, and I am not a baby loser.
That's very catchy. Okay. That's a very catchy.
It's a good song, right?
Now, Hilda, you recently made your debut at OCCW last month against Auntie Heidi, right?
This is correct.
Yes, Heidi.
What was your experience going from the grid, the battle grid, into a wrestling ring that isn't Super Awesome Showdown?
Okay, well, for one, it was red. Okay, it was totally different color. That was one difference,
That is
okay?
confusing.
We got a red
Okay.
canvas. We got a red
Okay,
canvas.
it was red.
confusing.
Yes.
Mother Nature.
Otherwise, it's very similar. But Heidi, she is baby loser. She is cheating, she is kissing, and doing all the things that a baby loser do.
She tried to kiss you?
She did. She is making me be loser.
She's cheating on you, O'Shea. She's stepping out on you.
Thank you.
Moving onward and upward. You know what? She better looking than you all day, every day.
Thank
and her
you.
eyebrows are even better manicured than yours.
Fantastic.
Hey, there's
Get
one.
that girl away
only.
from me at all times.
Are the rules the same in Intergalactic Showdown as they are in the world of professional wrestling? The shoulders to the ground. 3.
Okay, yeah, that is one that is similar.
This arbitrary 3-count rule I've had a lot of problems with. When I first started competing in Super Awesome Showdown, I had to learn all these rules to make sure that combat was fair in the battle grid. 3 counts, it should be a 2 count. So many times I've had the shoulders on the mat for 2, and then they kick out, and then I still have to keep fighting them.
Yes, I like this, Orbo. I'm with
that
you.
does- that
Yes.
does
2
make a lot
is
of
more
sense.
than enough.
But it is 3. It is in fact 3.
Thank God wrestling isn't a 2 count instead of a 3 count, because we would have win matches early on every show. The show would have probably ended in like a half an hour.
It is true.
Could be worse though. It
Yeah.
could be high school. High school wrestling, you only get 1 count.
I don't know what high school wrestling is.
Yeah, no, it's high school. It's no, I don't know.
Well, judging from the
School.
vocabulary of the two hosts, they don't know what high school is either.
I'm an American. I went to public school. I might not approve all the book learning, but I've seen enough videos and History Channel, and I know that Moses got the Egyptian people out of Egypt with a space shuttle, and then Jesus flew them all back over to North America. That's what I read.
That's how I was taught it on my planet. The history of your
Yeah.
Say the story is
What
much
he
the
said.
same throughout
He
the
said.
universe.
Am I seeing a future tag team between these two guys?
I like this Orbo person. How much can I pay you, Orbo, to beat Othello?
He's
I
liking the
only
money.
take Millennium Bucks, or if you have them, Republican Credaxians.
Republican?
Credaxians.
Or I also take rare Mongovian Tuskar husks. If you can, if you hunt those on the outer
Okay.
rims of this planet.
I could find
I understand those
I was
those
trying to
animals.
find them in the outskirts of Skyrim.
one. Video games.
Okay, once again, Super Awesome Showdown. Your next Super Awesome Showdown is when and where?
April 21st, Chrono Chaos at Tango Del Rey in San Diego. Doors at 7:30. You be on time. You'll be on time or else you're a baby loser.
I would love to be there, but I think I got a match that day. So we're going to have to take a rain check on that, sweetheart.
I will be there.
Okay.
Let me ask you this.
You can't be there.
I'm president of the company Gorgas. He wants me to say that there will be a raffle there.
It'll be a super awesome raffle.
There will be a
It's not
raffle.
about the raffle. It's not about the raffle.
Tell us about this raffle, if you would, Hilda.
Okay, so you are buying the tickets, you are writing the name on the ticket, you put it in a receptacle, okay, and then they come along, they take the ticket out, and they call the number, and if it is your number, then you win like we have socks, it's a shirt or poster, it's called a raffle.
See, no matter what planet you're from, the promoter of your promotion is always yelling obnoxious things from off camera for you to talk about, and it gets very hard and very distracting to keep track of. But universally, pro wrestling is pro wrestling everywhere you go.
How much are tickets?
It is $20 for adults, $5 if you are a little child,
$5
okay?
for kids.
Yes, it is very friendly here for the little children, okay?
Is there a bar?
Yes, there is a bar. Yes. They serve the...
Full bar for your entertainment value at the Tango Del Rey, April 21st. I'll tell you that.
and
Can you give us a rundown of the what we call a roster of wrestlers? I would imagine would be a list of galactic space competitors from Super Awesome Showdown.
Is one of them super vegan?
No, we are drinking the milk and eating the sausage.
Well, I could tell
Eating
you
lots
about
of sausage.
Yes.
Yes.
Sounds
Big
like-
sausage.
I could tell you about myself all day, but the other competitors of Super Awesome Showdown, I've gotten to know them very well over the last few years. Hilda Wildshine, of course, her wife, Vic Valentine, the other co-champion, as long as I decided. We also have the Vlad Tempest. He is the Space Romanian Count.
He is vampire, and I don't care. I don't care. I will say it right here on this podcast. He is vampire.
We have Orion Odyssey, who is a spaceman led around the cosmos by a mysterious angel.
Very mysterious.
We have Dynamo, a former time cop, and probably the reason this Chrono Chaos is going on in the first place, if you ask me.
All his fault. All his fault.
And then Kid Knight, that despicable Earth superhero, always messing things up for us guys trying to make a living in the galaxy.
Never trust someone who is dying and then they are alive again.
Sol Invictus, the deity of the sun itself, this puny little earth yellow sun that you have here in the solar system, it's not impressive at all. No. It's not impressive at all, Earthlings.
No. The sun burns me. It's a terribly powerful sun. It scorches my skin something awful.
And we have new competitors coming in all the time as the battle grid draws in, the energy draws in the competition.
I want in on this.
I am the bar. He's a big man. He looks strong. I would love to do battle with him in the battle grid someday.
I'm rough. I'm tough. I'm the stuff. I'm ready for a showdown. I'm excited.
I think I am seeing him at the last show, Unlimited, when they call out the power up and you say Lucky Charms. And then there was a leprechaun.
Lucky Charms.
The little guy in green running around.
The leprechaun. Yes, I think I am seeing him there at the show last week.
It's not me. I get that a lot, though. I wasn't there. But next time, you're not going to get my heart, my stars, my horseshoes, my clovers, or any of my balloons. All of those things are belonging to me, woman.
Once again, that super awesome showdown.
April 21st, Chrono Chaos.
Do you have a flyer up on Facebook?
No!
Okay.
I put you in your place.
We want to thank Hilda and
Orbo
for joining us at the Royal Ramble. Please feel free to stop by anytime that you're in this sector of the universe. And any parting thoughts?
Thank you very much for having us in your tiny, slightly unimpressive mudball of a planet.
It's where I keep all my stuff, man.
You will all bow to the brow.
Moving right along.
I don't get paid enough for this.
I think, I couldn't stop looking at that brow.
Ladies and gentlemen, your next guest.
Let's bring on a woman whose eyebrows are flawless. We got rid of the most average-looking woman in the galaxy for the hottest mamacita in all of OCCW. Come on in there, Mrs. Nicolette. Thank God we got some womanly appeal on the show for once.
Thank you, Azrael.
We haven't seen you in a while. How you been?
I know. Thank you for inviting me back. Thank you. Shout out to John. I appreciate it. Thank you for inviting me back.
My pleasure.
Just like Voodoo Masters, you are always welcome here. Don't ever think any different, ever.
Thank you.
I do enjoy
I saw my
voodoo.
man up here earlier on the screen, too.
You saw your man?
Yeah.
Who's your man again?
Voodoo Master.
That's right, Voodoo Masters. Voodoo Masters will be competing at the upcoming Bushido.
There he is.
There he
Bushido
is.
Co-
Oh, go back. Oh, boo.
It's on highlight. It's on the highlight thing.
Yay!
If my Nicolette Army wants to see me, I'll be there March 24th alongside Voodoo Master. He's wrestling 10 Bears, so come out, come see him win. I'll be there.
Okay. So, yeah, Voodoo Masters is going to be taking on 10 Bears one-on-one as an opening contest. They used to tag team back in November at End of the World, and they took on the Felines.
That's right.
And they had some miscommunication
There was an issue.
by the end of the match.
Which I blame 10 Bears for that.
10 Bears, okay.
So,
Did they... Wait, you weren't there for the last show, right, for the Battle Royal?
No, I was not at the Battle Royal. I was not at Heartbreak City.
Okay. Well... Very soon, that Battle Royal should be uploaded on YouTube, but I believe they had some altercations in the Battle Royal as well, which led into this show, March 24th. 10 Bears will be taking on Voodoo Masters. Who's that in the middle right there?
Okay, so you guys, if my Nicolette Army follows me, I know you guys do. I worked for Ruda, I worked for Master Public, and I worked for Conca. Well, this is Penta, and he's known very big for Master Public, and he works with Ruda as a Rudo. And so Voodoo and I went to the signing at the Wrestling Guys store. Penta drew a crowd of over 100 people.
Jesus.
Everybody stood in line for the meet and greet, and we were the only couple in line that got picked to be on the Master Public page.
Nice.
So, yeah. So, shout out to us. That's so cool, you know?
Yes.
I love that.
I often like to call Voodoo Master Pentagoncito. Look at him. He's coming up. He's got the skull mask and the devil worship and whatnot. I just love. Look at that picture. Bay is Bay. Bay is life.
Thank you. Yep.
Bay is life. Look at that.
Well, both
Such
of
a
us.
glorious, beautiful specimen of a human being. And also Nicolette's in the picture, which is, you know.
I know, Azriel. Come on. Be nice to
That
me.
was very thoughtful
Yeah.
of you, Azriel. Nicolette, can you tell us a little bit about how you broke into the business? I know you're a second generation pro wrestling
Baby.
sort. Can you take us back a little ways?
Right. So, gosh, was that like in 2016, I think? You discovered me at a show. And Favi and John have had a feud for forever. And they were cutting their promos in the ring. And John says, and Favi, if you lose, your hot friend has to work for me for 90 days.
Wow.
And the crowd just reacted, and so
course.
John comes up to me the next week, and he's like, I think you should come work with your dad. Like, you could be a manager. And I'm like, okay. And so I'm thinking, could I do it? So that was like 2016. We did that for about like the last like 6 months left of 2016. And then April 2017, I started training with Favi. Said, hey, teach me how to bump. Like, I want to get respect in the locker room. You know, I just don't want to walk oh, you only got here, you know, because you're hot. Okay. Oh, you know how to bump? Awesome. So that was in April. And then in May, a month later, I went to start training with Tony Reyes. Tony was teaching people on Sunday, just an all-girls class. So I started training with him. And then he said, can you get me to train? You know, do you think you could do a match with my daughter? Sure, which was Novocaine. So that was April, May, June, July. July, we had our debut match, and that was when I tag teamed with Freddie Flores, Alexander Vega, and then the team was Jonathan Malice and Tony Reyes and Novocaine, and we had our debut match, and that was amazing. And that match put me out on the map to work with Ruda and to work with Master Public, and Sean gave me work to work with Amped Up. He sent me one of his shirts. I modeled that for him.
Nice.
He posted it up on the page, and then I'm going to be working Sean's show too, April 20th, so come out and come see me there too.
Oh,
guys.
for the memorial show.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
So I'll be there with Favi and with Voodoo. I think they're tagging together.
Will you also
They're
be
gonna
there for a
working.
show at the Dello Jiu-Jitsu place, April 28th?
I don't know. Whose show is that?
That is actually
Is that
his.
Sean's show as
It's gonna
well?
be
Okay,
at
I'll
the-
talk to him.
It's going to be at the OCCW dojo.
Dojo.
You know, we got a nice ring now. We can actually, have some good people to rent out our place to have some good shows, and we're doing it with Amped Up Wrestling.
Oh, okay. You guys are merging.
Yeah, because Amped Up Wrestling needs a place to do a show. It's been since January, so we're trying to keep it alive. We're trying to help keep it going.
We in
Okay.
Orange County help out the less fortunate. You know, we give out handouts
That's not
to
what I
people
said.
who can't take care of
That's totally
themselves
what
and
I said.
whatnot. You know, and I use my tax money to help, the poor neighborhoods and whatnot. So they
What's
don't
that
all
word
live
you
in the
normally-
gutter with no shoes.
What's that word? What's that thing you normally say when he says something that's very offensive?
The views and opinions of Azriel are the views and opinions of Azriel himself,
Boy, howdy.
not of OCCW,
Yeah.
Dello Training Center,
America.
or the Free Admission Channel, or Royal Ramble.
Hashtag green light. Hashtag Santino tough. Anyways,
Nicolette, what's a ruda? You seem very polite. What is it, ruda?
Well, the Rudas represent the bad girls, and so that's me. You know?
Right.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Like,
So-
where this is
Oh
going.
yeah. And so I was I want to put this out there too. I was the first person to model the Daddy's Little Ruda tee for them. Like, you'll see all the other girls that did, but I was the first person. And see, that's the thing too. People are like, oh yeah, Favi got you there. No, he didn't. He didn't put on the shirt and model it in the alley. I did. That was me. So I worked hard to get to my spot. So
And yeah, let me take a moment to speak on that. I've known Nicolette since she was a little girl, right? She's the same age as my daughter, and they would
You're very old.
yes, thank you. And they would play together a little bit, and they got to know each other. And I watched her grow up, and I will tell you this, just like for my daughter, right? Sometimes your old man's name can get in the way of your progress, right? Like you said, people are saying, oh, you only got there because of this, or you only got there because of that, right? Well, the fact of the matter is nobody got anywhere because of anyone but themselves, especially with OCCW, all right? So I want to take this opportunity to congratulate Nicolette on the notoriety she's received, and to wish her luck in her future endeavors, and maybe offer her some advice for her choice in men. That was a joke. That was a joke, Voodoo.
Voodoo Masters versus 10 Bears at the upcoming show at Bushido Co. March 24th. American Legion Hall Post 555. Tickets are only $10 if you buy them right now, but $15 at the door. Nicolette will be joining her man in that one-on-one competition, right?
Correct.
That's correct.
Right.
Voodoo might be a devil worshiper, but he's a very athletic man, and he tan good, and he just does that handspring elbow thing. He's just so glorious, and just he's so shiny when he gets sweaty and whatnot. And
you know what?
I mean, what?
I know, Azrael. Damn, that's
we
my
don't got
man.
I know we don't got time to show it, but let me tell you, we just uploaded one of the recent matches of OCCW at the YouTube page, and the last match between Voodoo was Voodoo Masters versus Drew Masters versus Angel Atu, and those guys had a bomb match in a triple threat. And unfortunately, Voodoo Masters, Drew Masters came up short. Angel took the win. But yeah, these guys, you just got to give them a chance.
Okay, let's take a moment now. Let's as we're wrapping up a show, we're up against the hour right now. Let's go over the brackets for. Okay, first we'll talk about the opening match. We'll talk about 10 Bears and Voodoo Master. Nicolette, what can you tell us? What do you have in store for 10 Bears, since he's not here to speak for himself?
Ooh, I can't say, but I know though that obviously it's going to be the finisher that Voodoo's going to hit him with the dark magic, which will.
Sure, you can lift him up, man.
So,
he's pretty huge, man.
He can lift him up. What do you mean? You don't have faith in Voodoo? Yeah, he can.
Hey, magic.
I think he could pick you up too.
Superman can get beaten by magic, so
Okay.
Fair enough. Okay, so let's go over the 8-man single elimination tournament for the Bushido Cup Strong Style Tournament. Okay, the first match will be Mikey O'Shea, yours truly.
Botch! We got Freddie Flores versus Alexander Vega. Botch! We got Rudy Rogers versus Max Ammo.
Let's start.
Botch! We got Azrael versus Othello for the heavyweight title.
Okay, why don't you talk about that one, Mike?
Botch! We got B.A. Marcus Frey versus Vintage Dragon. Stop moving the green screen!
It's gonna keep moving, O'Shea. You gotta roll with the punches, brother. You gotta roll.
Okay, let's start.
Roll with the punches, baby.
Let's start.
There it is. Stop right there. Stop right there. Push pause on that. Push pause on that. Push pause on that. Are we
Max
good?
Ammo versus Rudy Rogers.
Heart attack now. You're gonna have a stroke.
Who do you like?
Max
Oh,
Ammo.
Rudy Rogers, man.
Max Ammo, and why?
Oh, God, I was so surprised too when I talked to Max Ammo. Like, hey Max, how are you doing? Oh, I'm good. My mom was visiting me. I said, oh my God, I didn't know that was
accent.
real. Yeah. Oh, my mom doesn't want to see me fight.
I'm Max Ammo, and I eat me curds and whey, and I'm gonna be ready for Rudy Rogers in my match there on March 24th at the American Legion Post, little puppets. And I'm going to be doing a little bit of a spot of tea with the Queen before I come to defeat Rudy Rogers.
Mikey, you're big. So we have Max 2 for Max Ammo, and what does Mikey O'Shea say?
Of course, I got Rudy because I've been with him since day one of his training in professional wrestling. This guy has gone a long way to become what he is right now, okay? He was the former OCCW heavyweight champion. He is furious, so I say he's really hungry. He'll be taking on Max Ammo. I think he's going to get the win.
Okay, great. Next, we go to the other end of the bracket with Alexander Vega against Freddie Flores. Who do you guys like there?
This match is a heartbreaker for me because I came up with those guys.
Alexander Vega, the first ever OCCW wrestler to student to ever become a wrestler in our school. Now he's him and Freddie Flores. Freddie Flores, I also got some history with back in the days of Mach 1 Pro Wrestling. These guys came in together pretty much, and they became the OCCW Tag Team Champions. This is pretty much 50-50 on my end. I don't know who could actually win. My guess, I would say, would be Freddie Flores because Freddie Flores has more experience than Alexander Vega. That's the only thing I got.
Okay, so we have...
What about this guy?
I typically can't tell the two apart. I mean, they look pretty much the same. One of them speaks English, one of them don't. I think I'm going to go with the one that speaks occasionally. Which one of them speak English?
Freddie
Flores.
There, okay, Freddie Flores. I'm gonna go because he speaks the good King's English here in America, in the good old U.S. of A. And the other dreamer gonna go back over the wall.
Okay, so we have one for Freddie Flores.
Still sore about the purge, right?
One for Alexander Vega.
I gotta go with Freddie Flores too.
Well, that's 2 for Freddie Flores.
Democracy.
All right, okay. Let's move on to Drew Masters and our own beloved Mikey O'Shea. Let's get your opinion.
Yeah, I gotta go with Drew Masters on that one. Sorry.
Wow!
Okay, tell us
Holy shit!
Tell us why.
Have to think about it.
Tell us why.
Screw Mikey O'Shea.
Yeah, finally some truth from a woman.
Man, I'm gonna chop the hell out of you, Drew.
Tell us why, Nicolette.
Well, Drew Masters, I know he's always training hard, and he's besides him being at training Wednesday
see him
and
last
Sunday,
Wednesday.
yeah, he's at the gym and he's working, so I know he's training hard.
I'm not gonna.
Who do you think's gonna win?
I'm not gonna crap on this kid. This kid came a long way.
Yeah.
And you know, just like anyone's rookie year, sometimes you gotta get fed to the sharks. And I'm a freaking great white shark. Let's just say that. So yeah, I'm not gonna hold back on him. I don't care who it is. You go to every single match like it's freaking New Japan or WrestleMania. You go to every single match to win. And Drew Masters, I got nothing but love for you, but March 24th, I got nothing but love for you.
Okay, I think we know where Mikey stands. And Azrael, who do you like in that match?
You know what? I think Andrew Masters is gonna beat you. He gonna pull one over. You not a shark. You a big fat whale. You the big white whale, and he the Captain Ahab, and he gonna harpoon you right there in the ring. Cause if anything, he like the Japanese stuff, and if the Japanese know anything, it's about killing whales, baby. And he gonna be able to go over on you. He gonna cut you up, turn you into makeup and whatnot, and you gonna be the last of the killer whales. Free Willy, you gonna flip over. You gonna die.
Am I at least Moby Dick?
Yeah, the big. Ain't you read a book? Ain't you read a book? That's the big white whale. I went to community college. I had to read that for 3 semesters, baby, because I liked the class so much I took it 3 times. But you know what? Andrew Masters, I'm going to get a hold of you, boy. You're going to be my waifu. You're going to braid my hair. You're going to do my laundry. And you're going to tell me funny stories until I fall gently asleep at night, boy. I'm going to be the tentacle creature. You are the schoolgirl, Andrew Masters. I'm going to get you. You like all that Japanese ching-chongy chain.
Okay,
Japanesey kamehameha. I'm going to deliver it to you right after you get done in this tournament.
So you're picking Drew Masters over Mikey O'Shea?
I'm picking Drew Masters to win the whole thing, and then I'm going to crush his dreams after that.
Sounds good.
Sounds like you're going to rape him.
And
A little bit.
finally, we have the legendary Vintage Dragon against B.A. Marcus Frey.
I'll take Vintage Dragon.
And why?
I've seen him come up too, because I know he wrestled for OCCW back in like 2016 against you, right, Mikey?
2016.
16, yeah.
We had a great match
Worked
at
great.
the American Legion Hall. We're going to have the show this Saturday.
Yeah, and then I saw him work the guy from Dan Joseph from Pac 3.
Oh,
He
yeah.
put on a really good match with him.
By the way, Dan Joseph, if you're watching, we hope you're all healed up or at least on the mend. We know you had a bent wheel for a while and you had to scratch some of your bookings, but I'm wishing you well and I'm hoping you look to us when you get back into the swing of things.
Exactly. Me? Again, experience. Vintage Dragon's been doing this for probably over 10 years now. Marcus Frey, this is going to be his first legit match. He did the Battle Royal. He didn't have a one-on-one match yet. You can be as big as you like. You could be Spike Dudley, the Big Show. The fact of the matter is, it's all about experience. Vintage Dragon knows how to knock down big guys. He took me on, for God's sakes. So yeah, my vote is going to be for Vintage. Nothing against Marcus Frey, but obviously, just like Brock Lesnar to, what's his name? Frank Trigg?
Yeah.
Yeah. We thought Brock Lesnar had him.
Oh,
and
you
then-
mean Frank Murr?
Frank Murr, yeah. We thought Brock Lesnar had him, and then he made a rookie mistake.
Fair enough, fair enough. Azrael, your opinion?
Well, I think the B.A. Marcus Frey, he a lot like a pizza. He can't really feed a family of 4. He much like a bra. He can't really support a woman. Vintage Dragon, I don't know what he looked like under that mask. I don't know if he's a good-looking man or not. But, you know, I think B.A. and Marcus Frey, I'm going to give it to Vintage Dragon. We're going to enter the dragon. Enter the dragon at the Bushido Cup. There's lots of Japanesey stuff going on. I'm going to give it to the dragon guy. Rah! Gazira!
Okay, so that's 2 for...
Godzilla can't fly!
3 for Vintage Dragon. Okay, all right. And this brings us to the final match of the evening,
Oh, God.
right? For the Orange County Championship Wrestling Heavyweight Championship, we have the champion, Othello, against our resident, Azrael. Okay, let's start with Nicolette. Nicolette, tell me what you think about this match.
Gotta go with.
Nicolette. Don't mess up. Don't mess up. Woman, don't give me no back talk.
Well, I have to go with Othello.
No,
I'm
no,
sorry.
no, stop it, stop it.
Sorry.
What in tarnation, Nicolette?
Sorry.
Do you have an explanation?
Have you seen Othello?
Yes.
Yeah.
I felt
And I've
his
seen
wrath.
Azrael, so no.
Is Othello full of black magic?
Well, I can't say anything on that, but
You want to know my thoughts?
Okay, so Nicolette
Not
is going
really.
with Othello.
Not
So
Then
we
I'm
got
with
one-
Othello.
particular Patty McLeod
Mikey
time.
O'Shea.
You want to know my thoughts?
What's your little brain telling you with your big ass smile, boy?
I don't care. I hope he kills you. Anyways, Dave, what about your thoughts?
You know what? Conor McGregor picked out one of the wee little ones to make his name. But when Azrael picked on one of the big folk, he found the biggest one in town. And I'm gonna fight him like didn't nobody ever see. You've all counted me out. But everyone who didn't believe in me, everybody who counted Azrael out, you're gonna get a big surprise sandwich here on the 24. And I'm gonna be the new OCCW champion. Cause he might be 7 feet tall, but he only 3/5 of a person anyway. I am the one who counts. I get a full vote. My life matters, not Othello. I am gonna be the new king of Wakanda. The Pink Panther is going over the Black Panther, and he's not gonna get none of my lucky charms.
Yo, you want to keep running your mouth? Huh? You want to keep running?
Hold on. Othello, you're not supposed to be
I
here.
don't care. No, you want to run your mouth, right?
I'll give up my
you better
seat.
get up out of here. I think you better get up out of here.
You know what? I ain't afraid of no man. You know what? We gonna.
You want to run your mouth? Yo, I'm here now, man.
Ladies and gentlemen, this has been another episode of the Royal Ramble. Thank you for watching. Please turn it on. Turn it on.